What you are seeing is coming from the EMEET 4K webcam. I'm going to run through a bunch of different lighting scenarios so you can see what the webcam looks with different lighting situations. I'll show you what the autofocus is like, and I'm talking into my XLR mic, but later on in this video I'll switch over to the webcam mic so you can kind of compare. I do want to point out that this is a sponsored video. Because of that, I want to kind of keep my opinions to myself, so I'm just going to show you everything and let you decide for yourself how you think things look. So for starters, I've got one key light over here, I've got a blue light over here, a purple light over here. This is kind of my default lighting setup. To show you some highlight bleed, let me turn on a side light over here. I have a light here on the side of my face. You can kind of see when I'm a bit far away, there doesn't appear to be any highlight bleed. It does appear to be kind of nice and crisp. If I crank up the intensity or brightness, you can see there is quite a bit of highlight bleed. So if you have a really strong light, you're going to kind of get that look. As it is right now, the key light I have up in front of me, it's not very bright. I'm really not in a very bright environment, but let's go ahead and test that out even more. Let me turn off all my lights. Give me 1 second. So my main light is off now, just the colored lights. And now there are absolutely no lights. I do have 3 monitors though, so that's where all the light is coming from. But this is more or less the worst situation you would be in if you had the lights off and all you had was the monitor shining on your face. This is about how it would look. You can see the frame rate is not super fast, very low light, but as far as image quality goes, I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself. Let me go ahead and turn on the overhead lights. I'll be right back. All right, so this is probably your more common situation. I've just got my room lights on right now, no LEDs, no colored lights, no anything like that. That's what this looks like. Fancy beans. So to show you autofocus, let me go ahead and show this box right up near the camera. So I'm just holding it in front of the camera. Wow, I didn't really see it focus or anything, but it is in focus. I'm holding it just a couple inches in front. Yeah, this is right up next to the camera. We'll go back. This is probably about a foot away from the camera. That's actually pretty cool. So if you see the box, it's focused on the box. My face is a little bit blurry. That's cool beans. So that's the autofocus. Next thing to test is the webcam mic, so let me switch to that right now. All right, so this is the audio that you would get if you are using your webcam for the audio source. I actually don't know if it has noise cancellation on it or not. I'm recording this in OBS. I can see the audio level. So let me turn on my electric razor. So I'm turning it on now, and I just saw the audio levels drop after I turned this on. So I think it does have noise cancellation. So I don't know how well you can hear the razor. It is still on. It's possible you can't hear it at all. Let me turn it back off. Okay, so now it's off. Maybe a more realistic test would be a fan. I've got my evaporative cooler in the room. Let me turn that on. So this is actually a pretty loud fan. So I wouldn't be surprised if you can hear the fan because of how loud it is. If you can't hear it, then that means the noise cancellation is working. Let me go ahead and turn that off. So now the fan is off. But yeah, that's what this mic sounds like. I am about maybe 2.5 feet away from the webcam. If you had this on a laptop, you'd be a little bit closer and the audio quality would be presumably a bit better. Switch back to this guy. All right, and the last thing to show you is the software. It does come with some EMEET software. So with the software, I can do some flipping of the video. It's cool, I guess. Can change from 60 hertz to 50 hertz. There's a backlight compensation toggle. I can adjust the brightness or the contrast. So let's up that contrast. Can have it more flat if I want it. Saturation, I can saturate it quite a bit, or I can make it black and white. And in fact, I think I can go to cartoon. So it has that, or customization, or black and white. So we'll go back here and reset it. One thing that's noticeably missing from this software is I don't have the ability to zoom in or out with the software. I'm a bit surprised by that. Most webcams like this with software do have that ability. So as is, this is pretty widescreen, but using software, I don't have any way to zoom zoom in or out. Now I probably could do some of that in OBS, but for most people using this webcam on their computer or laptop, there's not really going to be an easy way using that software to zoom in or out. So it's always going to be kind of this widescreen view. Certainly something to be aware of. Hopefully this video helped and I was able to show you everything you'd want to see with this webcam. I guess I will share my opinion a little bit. I've used a lot of webcams and I'm genuinely really impressed by this one. I think it has very good quality. It's at a great price. Certainly worth checking out. Thanks for watching.